And with that, we have another week of football. And man, the NFL does things for not for long. And man, a lot of these narratives that we were ready to spin at the end of the year and all these narratives, they did not last for long, man. The NFL really does throw you a new curveball every week. We're gonna get into that right now. But real quick, before we start, man, my co-host Oseji, do you have anything to say about this week of football before you hop into it?
A lot of shit happened this week. Can't even lie. I thought this was gonna be a pretty midweek of football. This may go down as one of like my favorite weeks of football in the NFL for this season. Can't lie.
And man, the craziness started out in SoFi Stadium, man, with the Rams and the 49ers.
Jesus, bro. I'm going to say this now. I genuinely don't think Jesus Christ likes the 49ers because they have an injury problem. I don't know if their strength and conditioning coach just isn't doing their fucking job. I don't know if they're just not eating enough food, getting enough protein in there. But I am seeing injuries every second I turn my head. Somebody is on their knees fighting for their life if they have the 49ers logo on their helmet. It's getting to a point where it's no longer even funny. Mac Jones, though, man was out there playing with an ACL made of smoked brisket and a knee made of macaroni and cheese. He was somehow out here still balling, though. Got to give that man his props. That brother was pooping. Can't lie to you. 49ers defense also had a great day. For the Rams, I'm going to keep it a stack with y'all. I don't know what y'all got going on. Some of the things y'all do don't make any sense. It's not even a matter of the fact that y'all are just out here turning over the ball left, right, and center. It's just play calling doesn't make sense at certain times. You're backed up in the end zone. Stop running the football. Kyron Williams, keep the balls in your hand. I don't know if you're homophobic, but I need you to stop fumbling every chance you get. Just like, what do you got going on? Like, I don't know what he has going on. Everybody on that team just decided just not to keep the ball in their hands, and it cost them the game because you have Mac Jones out here going 33 for 49 for 2 touchdowns and 342 yards. I'm sorry. You're not, like, I don't know what else you want to do at that point. They realistically should have won this game, but, turnovers, penalties killed them, and then, bam, you lose at SoFi to Mac Jones. 49ers Mac Jones. But, yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
You hear that?
Oh, Jesus.
You hear that?
Okay.
Do you hear that? Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
Oh, my God.
The New Orleans Saints have won a football game! Kool-Aid McKinstry, 2 interceptions. I like those out of you. Spencer Rattler, I like those out of you. Rashid Shaheed, I like those out of you. Man, respect to Jackson Dart for fumbling the football forced by a ghost. The ghost of Drew Brees forced that fumble on that play because that's the only way I can explain it. Cam Scatterbo, man, thank you for coughing up the football at the goal line so that the New Orleans Saints can return it for a touchdown. Thank you, man. I have nothing to say about this game, all right? It's not like good football is played out there on the field, but the Saints won, and it's a good week for me.
Jesus Christ. Oh, whoa. Seeing as he's happy, I would hope, Browns fans could feel the exact same way, but that's not going to happen. Man, Browns, Vikings. This was absolutely, I expect this game to be ass. This game was mid. I'm not going to hold you. Dylan Gabriel is mid. He's not terrible, but he's not extremely like eye-popping, like, oh my God, I'm mouth-watering watching this man play. No, he's not that. He was just playing really mid football. At the same time, though, I ain't going to hold you. This man's a rookie who's 5'11". I'm not really expecting much. I didn't expect nothing out of any quarterback that's 5'11" if they don't know how to run the football. But hey, Carson Wentz, decided to finally go outside and play quality football. Not throwing the ball to the defense every chance he gets. I lied. That man only had 1 touchdown pass. I don't know what to say about this. This game was pretty much boring. Both teams' defenses were doing their damn job, but the quarterbacks, this was really mid quarterback play. Carson Wentz, 25 for 34, 236 yards, 1 touchdown. Dylan Gabriel, 19 for 33, 190 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, this was not enjoyable to watch. I'm not gonna hold you. I was up at 8 a.m. watching this game. I regret being up this early to watch this game. I could have just watched the highlights. That's all I got to say about that.
Hey man, let's move on now to another game that was quite mid, man. I'm just gonna give a stat to you. Just don't react. Don't react. Okay. 20% of players with passing touchdowns or have more passing touchdowns than Geno Smith has thrown interceptions. I just want to put that in perspective, right? There have been 40 people in the NFL who have thrown passing touchdowns. 20% of them have thrown more touchdowns than Geno Smith has interceptions. That's an insane stat, but it has nothing to do with the game, though. Nothing at all, man. The Raiders just, they walked into Indianapolis, and I don't know what happened. Like this Raiders team, it looks really good. I can't really explain to you why they're losing football games. It's really not. It's not making sense to me. It's not computing. It's not obvious at all as to why the Raiders are losing games. It makes no sense to me. I don't know what the real central problem is. It's really confusing to me. But on the other end, Daniel Jones is playing some good football. He has another great game. Honestly, this game was just full of great quarterback play. To be honest, a lot of people, were hitting receivers. Some, both quarterbacks were getting passes out to people wearing Colts jerseys. So I will say that both players, both quarterbacks went out there. They balled out, and to make matters great, adding another 100-yard game. And to be honest, I don't know where it's going wrong for the Raiders. I just think they need to, put a couple things together here and there, and it should be all right.
Man. Speaking of teams, they need to put a lot of things together, not just a couple of things. Because there's only a couple of things that went good for this team this weekend. Dolphins, Panthers. I'm going to read some names out, and these names I'm going to read out are the only players I want to see on this roster by next Sunday. Darren Waller. You deserve a roster spot, my nigga. You doing your job. Devon A-Chain, dog. Jalen Waddle, dog. Tua, playing quality football. Tua out here threw 3 touchdowns. 3 of these bitches for almost 300 yards. You get to keep your job for a little longer. Every other player in personnel, coach, GM, OC, I don't care. Even the janitor can get fired. All of you are getting cut. All of you are getting fired. Janitor? Yes, even the janitor. Tua had 3 touchdowns for 256 yards. Now you would think, reading a stat line like that, okay, they most likely won this game. Nah, nigga, we ain't win this game. Mike McDaniel, if I see you as a head coach on any other football team, I'ma kill somebody. Wow. Anthony Weaver, if I see you as a DC for any football team, Pee Wee, 46U, I don't care. I'm gonna kill somebody. All right.
You can't coach 46U, man.
Every single thing about this game was defense. Sorry as shit. What the fuck was going on? We were up 14-0. I turned off my cell phone because we're up 14-0 in the first quarter. I'm like, you know what? I put my phone down and I'm like, I don't gotta watch this game anymore. This is gonna be belt to ass. I'm at Texas Roadhouse. I turn and look at my cell phone to look at the score. It is 14-17. When I tell you, I was actually appalled. I had to load up the game in my cell phone and sit there and watch. And as I watched Bryce Young and Rico Dowdle just carve up my entire defense for 2 straight quarters. Anthony Weaver, I'm gonna say it again. If I see you ever coaching any type of defensive players, I'm gonna kill somebody.
It's frustrating because there's a lot of talking and we need to major in doing, and I don't think anybody wants to hear me talk about it as much as I don't feel like saying it. But it doesn't change the steadfast reality that is you have to get better at things or you'll continue having these same results.
I might have to make a video on the Dolphins separate because this shit is getting out of hand.
Man, speaking of AFC East teams struggling, let's go up to New York, man. MetLife Stadium hosted the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets, and Javonte Williams just dominated New York City, man. It was terrible, man. I'll be honest, for Aaron Glenn, this is going to be a long rebuild process for you. I don't know if you were ready to, I don't know if you knew what you were getting into exactly when you accepted this job, but I hope you understand now. You're in New York, pal. You're cut. On a much more brighter note, I'm congratulating George Pickens on, bringing his new son into the world, Ahmad Gardner. I'm very proud of him for, taking this new step in his life and becoming a father. This is a wonderful thing, and that's all I got to say about this game, man. Nothing but positivity.
I wish I could say the same thing about the Broncos versus the Eagles, but I'm going to keep this short and simple. Fire that offensive coordinator. I don't know what's going on. Where did we go wrong? Don't get me wrong. I understand Kellen Moore is an outstanding OC. All right, that man played football, was a quarterback, was a legend at Boise State. There should be no reason your offense drops off this fucking hard. This nigga, whoever the OC is, I can't remember this man's name because that's how sorry he is. He either doesn't believe in running the football or doesn't believe in passing the football. It's never both. What are we doing? Well, what's going on here? Why are you? Don't get me wrong. Just Jalen Hurts played amazing. But why are we throwing? Why does Jalen Hurts have 38 passing attempts? I don't think ever in my life I've seen Jalen Hurts throw the ball 38 times and win a football game. What are we doing, gang? You have Patrick Surtain on the opposing team's defense. Why is it the first thing in your head is to throw the ball 38 times, nigga? You have Saquon Barkley. Bitch, these niggas, what is you doing? Man, Broncos get the win. Bo Nix, that nigga didn't even play that well either. That nigga was 24 for 39 for 242 and 1 touchdown. Jalen Hurts played better, but shit, you know, what happens when you can't fucking run the football? Oh, well, that doesn't happen because, oh, shit, getting your whole team fucking card up. Dobbins out here got a touchdown. Then you got Cortland Sutton just rubbing his nuts across the entire secondary for some reason. I don't know what's going on with the defense today for Philadelphia, but man, Philly needs this loss though. You know, they needed that humbling. You know, just like Vanderbilt last week, they need that humbling to get punched in the mouth. That's all I gotta say about that.
If you want to talk about a team getting punched in the mouth, man.
Baltimore nigga, she like how I talk.
All right, obviously got beaten every way you can get beat. Very disappointed with that. Did not expect to see that. Thought we'd play a lot better than that based on the way we practiced. And hats off to them. They played a really good game, made a bunch of plays. I don't think we played well. You know, I thought we would play better. You know, I thought we would tackle better. I thought we would just play our run defense better than we did. It was not up to standard. I mean, we had good enough players out there to play a lot better than we did. Yeah, I mean, I thought the play calling wasn't really an issue. We tried to do the things that were in the game plan, and we never really generated a rhythm. We had the turnover early when we had a little bit of a drive going there. Petrie made a nice play on that flat route. That low interception hurt us. So I didn't think that was really the issue.
Well, on a very much more positive note, man, Tampa Bay versus the Seattle Seahawks. I'm not gonna lie, as of right now, that's game of the year. That's very much looking like game of the year. Sam Darnold, I want
Have we said this like damn near every week?
Nigga, no, Jordan. This.
You said we've got the game of the year.
Jordan. This was peak football. Right?
No,
This is what America. This is what America.
I'm saying you're wrong. I'm just saying we've been getting a lot of peak football lately.
Anyway, like I was saying, Sam Darnold. I want you to walk into that front office tomorrow morning. I want you to grab the GM by his suit, by his collar, man. Tell that nigga to give you a fucking contract extension. That brother earned it, man. Sam Darnold, I thought you were sorry as shit. I was not familiar with your game. 28 for 34, 341 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Sam Darnold went out there and said, you know what? You bitch ass niggas don't want to give me that contract extension. I'm going to show you why you need to give me that contract extension. That nigga. Jackson Smith the Jigba. That nigga, I know that nigga went home. Even though they lost, I know he went home and he had a smile on his face. Emeka Egbuka, hey man, go ahead and start asking for that contract extension. 5 years, $280 million a year, guaranteed. Every dime has to be guaranteed.
$180 million a year?
Every dime has to be guaranteed. Baker Mayfield, go back to the front office, get a 6-year, $700 million contract. Every dime has to be guaranteed money.
That ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous at all. It's not ridiculous to say. Rashad White, how about you go in there too, bro? Start asking for Saquon Barkley money. Every dime needs to be guaranteed. Them niggas was hooping, and you know what made?
You know what? I'm gonna add on to that. Both secondaries go in there and ask to be cut because you deserve it. There's no way.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's about to say some crazy shit. I was like, oh, don't say that about no secondaries. Them niggas play like ass, both of them. Oh my god. Yeah, them secondaries like shit, man. But hey, man, throwback jerseys, great NFL game, man. Shout out to the Seahawks and Buccaneers, bro. That might be game of the year right now. Can't even lie.
See, you're talking about game of the year right there, but I don't think you understand. If we go down to Glendale, Arizona, we witness peak football. We may have had the best game in Seattle, but this was peak football at its finest. This is what the game of football is all about, man. Let's talk about it, man. We go into Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals are hosting the Tennessee Titans. And, it seems like an easy going, man. The Cardinals go up 21-3. It's looking so nice for them. They even get the ball back up 21-3, and they break off a huge run, man. Amari DiMarcardo, he is breaking loose. But God damn it, we have to teach everyone this lesson every single week. Hold on to the ball until you cross the end zone.
But Butterfingers.
He lets it go. Touchback. The Titans get the ball back. They go and they kick a field goal. So now they got a second chance, right, to ice the game. But the Cardinals botched the snap, bounces off that big-ass dome of Kyler Murray. It bounced off his head so damn hard. He went into concussion protocol. He had to go back into the tunnel. That's how bad it bounced off his fucking head, right? The Titans get the ball back. They march downfield. They score. They get another chance, right? The Cardinals offense doesn't do anything when they get the football. So now Arizona has another chance. They still don't do anything with the football. So now Cam Ward has the ball. He's moving downfield, and he gifts them an interception. He gifts them the perfect gift. He gives them a donation. But apparently number 42 for the Arizona Cardinals was imposter because he coughs the ball right back up. It rolls into the end zone, touchdown Tennessee. How the hell does this happen? Nobody knows. But now Arizona has a chance to just run the clock out. Just run the clock out. You know what I'm saying? End the game. This may have not been the prettiest, but at least they can win, right? No. They give the ball back to Tennessee with a minute and some change left. And Cam Ward now has to drive downfield. Now, usually a rookie quarterback on the road, there is no chance in hell he can drive downfield. You wouldn't guess what he does next. He drives downfield. He is allowed, they march all the way down. They could go get a touchdown if they felt like it, but they don't. They kneel down the wall, and now they're in chance to win the game. The kick is up, and it's good. The Arizona Cardinals just lost to the Tennessee Titans. And you know how I said last week, man, some things have to change in Arizona, man. It just feels like this team doesn't fit together. The coaching staff, the wide receiving core, I'm sorry, Kyler Murray, but Kyler Murray sounds like a bachelor in his 40s. If every relationship isn't working out for you, at some point, there's a common denominator in there we're not factoring. How did your best friend Hollywood Brown not, fit into the Arizona system? How did DeAndre Hopkins not fit into the Arizona system? And now how is Marvin Harrison Jr. and not fitting into this system with you, Kyler, is not fitting in with Kyler Murray? Somehow, it's just none of these relationships are working. None of them. I'm convinced if they bring CeeDee Lamb in at Arizona, it won't work. It won't. Kyler Murray can't get a good relationship going. Is he single? That's too personal. Great game for Tennessee, man. Tennessee, Cam Ward gets his first win 1 week after saying we asked, and now he can hopefully pass down some knowledge to little old Kyler, who's about to be 30 years old. Woo! I think a lot of us are forgetting that Kyler Murray's about to be 30 years old. It's time to put up or shut up now. That's all I got to say about that.
Oh, man. Now, speaking of teams that absolutely play like shit, man, Chargers, Commanders. Jaden Daniels makes his return back from football after having his knee sent to the shadow realm. And we're not even going to focus on that man right now. I just got to get this out the way. Quentin Johnson does black magic. This nigga never catched a football all of last season. All of a sudden, this man's catching slant routes. This man's catching go balls, fades. What are we doing? That's the only positive thing about the entire Chargers game. From this point on, the Chargers decided to go into postseason mode. Justin Herbert, man, dog, man. Absolutely blind. Just throwing straight dimes to the white uniforms. Even though he's wearing blue, don't know what he had going on the entire game though. Man, he was just dotting up players on the Commanders. Man, it was beautiful to watch. Woo! Oh, another thing, penalties. I understand the Chargers like yellow, but let's not get penalties on every single attempt we have. You block a field goal. Lad McConkey gets the ball. End zone. Oh shit. Roughing the kicker. Give me that bitch back. Commanders down the field. Touchdown. Yeah, the Chargers are not going to win no Super Bowl. I'm sorry. I think we have to officially come to the conclusion they are not winning a Super Bowl. Justin Herbert.
I never think they could.
Man, there's people that believe they genuinely can. Justin Herbert, postseason, the postseason magician, man. Houdini on the field. The way he gets this ball to some of these DBs is actually low-key a work of art. Man, Jaden Daniels, Commanders, they were doing their thing, man.
All right, man. Let's move down to OH. Cincinnati, man. They're in a free fall. Don't let the score fool you. This was an absolute ass beating to the maximum extent. I'm talking about the Lions just took the belt out, whipped both hands. They were using all force, the backhand, front hand. Yeah, they were just whipping, the Lions, or not the Lions, the Bengals. Yeah, no, this was just a bad game all around. There's not much to say about it. It was just BTA from beginning to end, and yeah, I don't know. Joe Burrow is not the only problem on this team, or he's not the problem solver on this team. I should say. Yeah. He's not gonna fix the problems here. That's for damn sure. The problems here are bigger than Joe Burrow. But that's all I got to say about this game.
Man, I wish all I would have to say about this game is the Bills putting belt to ass on the Patriots, but I guess not. Bills, Patriots, down there in Buffalo, New York. I'm going to say this I think both teams might be homophobic because both teams legitimately did not want to keep the ball in their hands. I'm going to keep making this joke for the rest of the season every time teams want to make consistent back-to-back fumbles. Nigga, Stevenson, Ramondre Stevenson, keep the ball in your hands, nigga. Keep the ball in your hands. You get paid to hold balls. I didn't pay you millions of dollars to drop balls. Keep the balls in your hand, player. Josh Allen, same thing. The rest of the team, keep the balls in your hands. Josh Allen, protect the balls that are in your hands. Let's not turn over the football when you know you need to win games, my brother in Christ. Jesus Christ, Lord have mercy. Oh yeah, Bills defense has a fetish for penalties. This shit, you cannot make this shit up. This was honestly one of the worst and the most undisciplined football games I've ever seen. I think, genuinely speaking, there might have been 130 yards worth of penalties in this game alone. I think Bills had almost 80 yards in penalties yesterday. I don't know if I'm right about this, but I know they had damn near a obscene amount of penalties. My God. But yeah, both teams were trying their hardest to lose this game. Drake May didn't throw a single passing touchdown. Not a single passing touchdown left Drake May's hands yesterday. All right, Stephon Diggs, even after having a child, even after, you know, being a journeyman for a couple of days in the NFL, even after messing around with Cardi B, you let this man walk into your field, come back home, get 146 yards. This nigga was averaging almost 15 yards per catch. Stephon Diggs should not be averaging 15 yards per catch on anybody but his ex-girlfriend Cardi B in the sheets. I don't know what y'all got going on. Bills.
Girlfriend. That's just why are we saying this, man?
Oh, he's still with her? He's still with her?
Yes.
Oh, God have mercy. Anyway.
Her current boyfriend, man. They're
Jesus Christ, God have mercy. Anyway, that's it.
finally then the week. Let's go down to Duval. Woo! We got a big primetime win for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I'm gonna say this: it's definitely the coaching. It's definitely the coaching. If anything's holding back Jacksonville, it's definitely the coaching. It's definitely not that defense, because that defense, man, week in and week out, they produce turnovers. They produce turnovers. They are holding teams down to low scores, and all they're asking for from their offense is the bare minimum. And Trevor Lawrence, God damn it, he said, "I'ma do it." That nigga tripped over himself twice and still forced it into the end zone, man. No Ben Roethlisberger. Let me tell you something, man. This Jacksonville team could be very scary come playoff time. I'm not saying they're going all the way, but I'm saying an AFC championship run is very probable if they play their cards right. And when I say their cards, I mean Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter, he's like the secret weapon to this team. I think the biggest problem for him, and it might not be obvious to most people, but he does kind of go missing in fourth quarters. I'm not saying he's gassed. I'm not saying that. He is noticeably tired in the fourth quarter. They tend not to target him in the fourth quarter. And you notice that, like in the first half of Jacksonville Jaguars games, Travis Hunter's very active. He's all over the field. You know, in the third quarter, he might do some, but in the fourth quarter, he doesn't get too many targets. He doesn't play too many defensive snaps, unless it's like gets teams who just, oh, you're gonna need it. But that's all I really got to say about that. For the Kansas City Chiefs, is it panic time? Yeah, I would say so. I don't know what you expect, man. You surrounded Patrick Mahomes with the Make-A-Wish Foundation and Taylor Swift's husband. You expected that to be enough? And with that, that's all we got to say, man. If you like the video, leave a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel, man. We're just trying to reach 1,000 subscribers due to information outside of the NFL. There will no longer be a Stephon Diggs diss track. And yeah, man, Saints won. It's Victory Monday that we are recording this on. So just know I am a jovial man right now. And I'll say you have one last thing to say to the people.
Blow the Dolphins up.
And with that, who dat?